Hey there, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tea Tuesday. First Tuesday of February, which is super duper exciting. We are a 12th of the way through this year already. Hopefully the rest of the year won't, drag as much as 2020 did. But you know what? We shall see about that. We're going to keep it in grooving because that is the name of the game. And I am joined by my lovely co-host. We're going to find out where he is. There he is.
Hey girl, I'm right next door. I can hear you through the wall.
Because I'm projecting.
Yes.
Love it. And also, what I am loving is Brian's sweater today. He came in with that into the office, and I was like, I am loving it. He's looking fabulous. He's like, I don't normally wear yellow. And then at that point, I said, you're not wearing yellow. You're wearing mustard. Because that's true. He's wearing mustard, is he not?
Put it in the comments down below. Am I wearing mustard?
Right? Is it yellow or is it mustard? Help us figure out this color.
I don't even know if me saying that has ever amounted to anything. Like, you're going to have to tell me on the actual post that people are like,
Oh, and you know what I just thought of? Because I never think about it until it happens. I am really thrilled to find out what telemarketer is going to call me today and when during tea. It's always
a fun thing during tea. It's banana. So we're both wrong.
Love it. All right, so we got a third option right out there. All right, Brian, let's do this sign on. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Tea Tuesday. I'm Justin.
I'm Brian.
And here's the tea this week at Elm. So good. So fabulous. So Brian, let's go ahead and spill some tea. We have a good amount of comedy shenanigans to talk to y'all about today and this week. You have multiple opportunities to catch some comedy right here at Elm Street. Like, we're doing our own Comedy Central here. We've got it for you. So we're gonna break it down. All right. So you have until this coming Saturday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to catch the digital stream of our first installment of The Lasting Laugh. It is, if you have not heard, we're just going to lift that rock that you've been living under and tell you that we have launched a brand new comedy series that meets monthly. And basically the idea of it is it centers around Jessica It's All Good as our host. And then she brings in 2 different guest comedians every single month. And so we never know who those are. There are always a lot of fun surprises. But they're, a great mix of local comedians who have, different styles, different stories. And, we're thrilled to get to, not only bring something different to our audiences, but also at the same time, we're getting to support the comedians, this way as well, giving them, a chance to perform safely, and an audience to build and to connect with. So, we're really thrilled that we get to do that.
Yeah. I mean, you pretty much said it all. We're, super excited to be able to bring this here home to Woodstock. And, back when I was growing up around this area, if you wanted any sort of comedy or entertainment like that, you had to drive all the way into Atlanta. And right now that's just not that feasible. So we're happy to be able to bring a lot of comedians from Atlanta here to you and a lot of the locally grown comedians as well. It's a lot of fun. It's super exciting. And we're just excited to be able to do this with Jessica, who's come through this organization a lot. You've seen her a lot.
She keeps it pretty busy here at Elm Street. I know she's been involved, with iThink Improv, especially when that first started. She was really involved with being in the troupe and has returned for a few performances. She's been involved in Rep Tour, which is our touring educational school troupe. And then she even she debuted We're All Chocolate on our stage and your screen in November. So, we love getting to work with Jessica. She's fantastic. And so it has been really, really cool to get to collaborate on, such a unique project like this.
Yeah, it's all been a lot of fun. But I think you mentioned something else that we need to talk about. I think you might have.
Oh, did I? Can you give me a hint?
I think it might have been something related to improv or comedy.
I think, you might be right. Oh gosh, what is that troupe's name? It's on the tip of my tongue. I think I got it. I think I do.
You think?
I think Improv. Look at that. Look at this little skit we just did. Ladies and gentlemen, and that is how I Think Improv Troupe was born. I would watch a skit about the birth of I Think Improv based on.
It's just a bunch of people in a circle going, I think we should be named this. No, I think we should be named this. And then just wait a minute.
I think. So yes, not this coming Friday, but next Friday, right? I'm trying to think of my dates and everything right now.
That sounds right.
That does sound right. I'm gonna peep at my calendar real quick because I always have that up. Because y'all, I can't have all these dates in my brain otherwise.
Was that the robocall?
That was that robocall. It happened, and I was like, there it is.
You were frozen. I was like, is the Wi-Fi bad or is it the robocall?
It was the good old robocall being like, hey, I know you're on Tea Tuesday right now, but I need to tell you something even more important. More important than I think happening next Friday? No.
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 Not even. Not even. Right? Okay. So I got my calendar up. I am ready, all set with my dates and all that jazz, all that good stuff. So yes, not this coming Friday, but next Friday, the 12th of February at 8 o'clock, we have I Think Improv live in person, in our theater. It's going to be all spaced out. Y'all know us. Y'all know that we take your health and your safety as the top priority. And all that we have been doing to make sure that you feel safe and comfortable if you want to come out and enjoy something. But I'm going to go ahead and just quickly break this down again for you, just so that way we're doing a very limited audience for anything that we're doing in the theater. And once we sell out of tickets, we sell out of them. We are not selling anymore. We're encouraging people to get your tickets ahead of time, because what we're doing is we are spacing out all of the seating, all of the tickets and everything by groups. Okay. So, if you're buying 3 or 4 tickets, we're going to group those 3 or 4 tickets together as your seats. And that's going to be your little section, your little bubble, we call it. And we are going to have these little pockets of bubbles all spaced out in the theater, spaced out between 6 and 10 feet on all sides. So that way you are feeling very safe, very spaced, very comfortable. Another thing that we're doing to help make you feel safe, and is we are requiring you to wear your mask while you are there. That is just the name of the game with being indoors. All right, so that's what we have to do to make sure that we are keeping everyone as safe as we possibly can. And if you've been to one of our happenings out on the event green and you're like, I really loved getting my concessions brought to me, well, do I have news for you? We are doing that still. We are doing seat side service, where we have some of our fantastic volunteers, our visionaries, come to you for your concession needs. So they will take all of that guesswork out of you, out for you. And basically what that is just to limit, as much lines and crowding as we possibly can. Because that is how we're able to keep things spaced out, how we're able to keep things super safe. And we have all of our procedures very heavily detailed, line lined up, listed out for you. I can talk today.
The other thing that if you came to an outdoor event, if you were like, wow, it was a lot of fun to get my temperature scanned on the little wrist temperature thingy-maboober. Well, you know what? We brought the thingy-maboober back inside too. So you're just going to pull up that sleeve, show me that wrist, just go, we get a green light and you're good to go on in. Just another step for precautionary things. And don't worry if you come in and you realize you forgot your mask in your other car or your other pockets, because you know I do that. You know this mask will be in my car and I'll be in Vivian's car going, oh no, good thing you have an extra. But we got you covered too, just in case someone you love did not have extra and you're sitting here going, man, I'm gonna miss the show. False. You're not. We got you.
We got you. So we got the iThink show happening on Friday the 12th, and then literally the next day, Saturday the 13th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we've got our next installment of The Lasting Laugh, our February showing of it, all right? And again, this is how we're going to do it. Like all of them, we're going to have a limited amount of in-person tickets, and then we're also going to be doing a live stream. And so you can watch that in time as it's happening, because obviously with a live stream, it's live and streaming, hence the name. I know, shocker, right? But you'll also have access to that for 2 full weeks following the show. So you know what? If you were making plans and then just suddenly your whole world blows up and, you've got to take time to take care of that, you're able to go back and watch it. Or, if you're tuning in right then and there and, it's the next day, you're like, it's Sunday. Do I want to watch Netflix or do I want to watch something local and feel really good about supporting that? You can also do that. So just saying.
Yeah, and the other thing too, I know Netflix doesn't do this, but like if you're on Amazon Prime and you've been watching stuff and you're like, man, commercials. Guess what? We don't have any commercials. We have none. We do have an intermission, so you have time to go to the restroom, but that's also a time where Jessica's been able to play with the audience, and there's still fun stuff happening during intermission. So it's not like a commercial where you're like, oh, please tell me more about trifexis for my dog. Like we know trifexis works, but you know what we don't know? How much more comedy we can get in this limited amount of time. So let's find out.
Iconic, and we are about that. I love it.
Harry Iconic Jr.
That's right. So we got those comedy things happening again. Lasting Laugh, you've got now through Saturday to catch the January show, and then next weekend, we've got iThink on Friday, and then we've got our next edition of The Lasting Laugh that Saturday with 2 brand new guest comedians. We don't know who they are. It's a fun surprise, and again, that's the point. It's supposed to be different every single time, and to catch you on your toes, so that way you can be like, yes, I'm gonna go every single month, because I know aside from Jessica, who's going to be hosting it, I don't know who these comedians are, and it's going to be a great way for me to get to know more local comedians and check out their stuff on social media, and find more ways to interact with them. So we think that's super exciting.
Yeah.
I
agree with all of that was said, and I have nothing to add, because yes,
all of that. And I guess the only other thing that I have is, I know we've got a few classes that are going to be starting towards the end of this month. I think we're just wrapping up our first in-person pottery class from this morning, which y'all jumped at those pottery classes inside the Kish, and thank you so much. It is great to see how excited people are for these classes, and we cannot wait to continue to be able to offer more classes at different times. We're working on getting some more instructors, so that way we can offer a variety of different classes for different age ranges and at different times to make it work and make sense for your schedule. So we are absolutely thrilled about that. But I will say, we still do have some of our iThink Improv classes that are going to be happening or starting at the end of this month. We have our teen improv, which is a staple. It is a great way for our if you're a teen and you're like, I need something to beef up my resume for college applications, or I just want to work on my public speaking skills or just have fun, then teen improv is for you. Improvisation, like you learn, I mean, obviously you learn improvisation, but you learn so many practical life skills through improv, like being able to listen to each other, obviously being able to communicate well, and also just to not take yourself so seriously sometimes. Like I think we all need that now and then. And if you're an adult and you're thinking, oh gosh, I want to be able to get in on this improv too, well, we also have a class for you as well. We did our first class of it this past fall, which is centered all around the two-person scene in improv. So the focus there is really on, obviously, two-person scenes. It's you with another person, and so you're learning those communication skills, and just being able to work off the energy of one person and being able to work together as a team. And also one of the reasons that we set up that class is because it was a really safe way to be able to do improv classes and be able to keep you spaced out, because you're working with such a small team or a small class. So we hope that you check that out. Again, that's going to start towards the end of this month, and we still have some slots available. So I hope that you check that out. That is kind of our comedy crusade for this Tea Tuesday. I love a good alliteration. Like that is like my go-to. I love getting to use alliteration in everything, because it's just so fun.
Oh, Justin.
All right, y'all. So again, sign up for iThink classes. Until Saturday, you can check out the January edition of The Lasting Laugh. And then next weekend, iThink is happening on Friday at 8 p.m. And then next Saturday, starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we've got our February edition of The Lasting Laugh. 2 brand new guest comedians hosted by Jessica. It's all good. You can check it out in person. We got a limited amount of tickets, or you can do our digital streaming option, and you have 2 full weeks to check out that digital streaming option too. And that's the tea.
Sith.